Hello, beautiful soul family. Merry Christmas coming to you from wet and rainy Florida. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to show up today, but we ended up being able to make it work. So we're going to keep it quick, just a quick hello to let you know I will not forget about you, and I will always show up on Monday Magic Intuitive Energy Reading, even if it's a holiday, as best I possibly can. If you follow me on the community tab, you know that I posted that I probably won't be posting a long form video this week. I did intend to work on it while I was here and forgot my microphone at home. So it's a moment of forced rest that the universe continues to ask us to slow down and to purge and release and to heal. And so that is part of this process. So just real briefly to tap into the energy, let you know sort of what we've experienced and what guidance is coming through right now. Last week we had a minor KP4 on Tuesday. So other than that, nothing unusual. We had a few M flares yesterday, and quite a few C flares. Let's see. Yeah, so 5 M flares and 8 C flares. I think that might be Friday and Saturday instead of Saturday and Sunday, but basically pretty standard par for the course what we've been experiencing, these M flares and C flares. We did have a large filament explosion happen, and it is sending something our way, but it's not projected to hit the earth. It should go north of us. So ideally we'll have relatively calm solar weather for the moon coming up. We did have quite a bit of Schumann activity, which is interesting. As of Friday, last I measured, we had been at 14 hours straight of increased amplitude. Nothing too major, but significant enough to disturb sleep and to cause me to go look for the chart. What's the chart doing? Like I said, we do have the full moon coming up on the 27th of December. It's called the cold moon, and it is in the sign of Cancer. So depending on where you're at, I did not write down the time, so you'll have to check that one. Sorry about that. Usually I do have that for you. Yeah, it's interesting, this energy for Christmas. It's a little less fluffy than normal. It's not quite as festive and jolly as I've experienced historically. But it's not terrible either. It's easily transmuted. So it does require a little bit of conscious effort to say, we're going to make this something good. And once that's done, it's not too much of an issue. Again, it's just not as Christmassy as I've been used to in the past. There has been quite a few nights of disturbed sleep, so that potentially could be some of the solar flares, could be some of Schumann resonance, could be the full moon coming, could be that I'm traveling and sleeping in a strange bed, but definitely waking up around 2 to 3 a.m. for the last 3 nights in a row and not able to go back to sleep for a few hours, and that's kind of unusual for me. I was able to travel with minor incident, considering it's Mercury retrograde. And we planned, when I chose the tickets, it was purely based on price, not the solstice or anything else. And so it was surprised to be able to travel without too much of an issue. Just a couple hiccups with the car rental, but no big deal from there. Overall, sort of touching into the energy of Christmas, but not Christmas. It's cloudy and rainy in Florida, very unusual. So it just feels like a little bit of a testing energy, a little bit of just a slight sandpapery feel, as my beautiful friend and client Melissa likes to say. It's just a little bit of a rub, nothing big. No, it's not difficult to transmute, but it's prevalent. So I have clouds where there should be sun, and yet the rain is purifying. It's forcing us to rest. It's forcing us to take it even more slowly than we had already planned. So yeah, it's Christmas with the pressure of a full moon, but it's really not that bad. And like I said, still enjoyable or easily transmuted. The guidance is to look for the beauty, to create a life that you love, to remember that this is an experience that we are creating. And so it's up to us to take the reins instead of sitting and waiting for someone else to make plans that it makes things enjoyable. To take that initiative to say, what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go work out right now. I'm going to go for a walk right now. I'm going to go to Walgreens, even though that's if that's the only place open on Christmas, I need to break away. So being willing to take that time to do what you need to do for you. Spending time with the I am within has been a significant theme for me over the last couple of weeks. That continues to be part of this process, especially with the slowing down and taking it a little more slowly, a little bit more easily. The purging process allows for more intimacy within, more time with the I am within, and creating that intimacy intentionally. I just had a note here that remembering that the intimate relationship with the I am within you is what's going to bring the presence that you seek, right? Presence, your best presence is presence. And so just remember to prioritize that relationship with your creator first, and from there everything else flows. And then finally, the last note was we're almost there. It feels that the new year is going to be significant, especially since Mercury goes retrograde on January 1st. As we know, astrologically, that technically is not the new year. And while collectively we are creating this, and by designating this day as the beginning of a new year, it does give it some impact. But it is even more amplified when the astrology lines up with that. So I've had a pretty good feeling about what's coming in the spring in particular, and even things picking up in January and February. So I'm really looking forward to that. So we're almost there. We're almost there. This is sort of the countdown to the new beginning. Every day is a new beginning, but there's something significant coming next year for sure. So that's all I have for you today. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Like I said, I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy solstice. Love on your family. Create something beautiful. And remember, the tide rises all boats. So as you elevate yourself, you elevate the collective whole. So I love you, my friends. I will see you on the next one. Namaste.